when you fly now that you're starter, do you get like an N seat or do you get scouts next to you or anything?
Funny story about that. Last year when we first got on the plane, I was stuck in between Coach Montgomery and Tanner Gary. So you can imagine how it goes. Coach Monty sleeps the whole time, snores, and his head might roll on my shoulder here and there. And then me and Tanner, you know how Tanner is, so it's self-explanatory.
You were in the middle seat?
Yeah, I was. I think it's because I was a freshman last year. Hopefully this year it's going to be a little different. It was tight.
6'5" in the middle seat, that probably isn't.
No, I felt like I was about 130 pounds and squeezed together, so.
Talk about going into the dome out there.
I've played at North Dakota State, and that was a really cool experience when that came about. Not so the outcome of it, but it was just cool going there and playing in it. I really liked it, and I'm looking forward to going and playing in it. Thing I noticed that's a little different is they're a little bit more louder because there's nowhere for the sound to go. So we got to be ready for facing that adversity. But I'm really excited, and I think the whole team is too.
Does that just become more Hunter of a hand signal kind of thing for you,
or? Yes and no. I mean, if it gets too loud, we'll go on a silent count. But I think we should be all right this week. But it does, I guess, to an extent with the receivers and stuff when you're talking. But mainly it's still the same communication.
How do you feel about the general progress that the offense is making, and how much did the bye week help?
It helped a lot. We got a chance to sharpen some things up, and I think we made a big jump going from Robert Morris to St. Francis, just because I felt like we left a lot out in the field against Robert Morris, and we made a huge step from those two games. And the weather conditions were the same. And a lot of people said when we played Robert Morris, well, they played bad because of the weather. Well, when we played against St. Francis, I think it was worse. But I think we made a big step from that. And then from St. Francis to the bye week, we've had, last week of practice, and we're looking forward for a great week of practice this week.
Any change or intensify now that you guys know that you're in league play?
Not necessarily. It's still the same thing. We treat every opponent with the same respect. But we got to have more of a focus at practice, just knowing that this league, any given team can beat any given team any Saturday, and that's a mentality we got to have coming into this league.
Any specific challenges that the South Dakota defense poses for our system, our talent?
I'm not allowed to. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that because for obvious reasons. But they're a really good defense. They're very talented, and from the games I've seen, they've played really well. And obviously people point out their record last year or whatever. It's a new football team. We're a new football team, and we're gonna approach this game with the same mindset we did last week and the week before that, and so on.
What kind of progress have you seen up front with the offensive line? They started the year, maybe not as strong as they wanted, and a couple new faces up there. You feel like they're coming together more and more as the game goes by.
Yeah, they've stepped up a lot. Obviously, Pitt took a couple hits, a couple sacks. Same with Robert Morris, and against St. Francis. I got touched one time, and it was just after I threw the ball. It was just a little something around the ankles. But they made a huge jump from those games, like I said, and they've stepped up a lot. And it starts with practice. And Coach Carm and Coach Monty's been doing a good job, keeping on them and working on their focus. And I think that they've had a really good practice last week. And, from what I've seen Sunday, we had a practice Sunday, and they did a pretty good job there too. So I'm really proud of them. And, I'm excited to keep moving along with them because they're so young, and we're only going to keep getting better. Sky's the limit for them guys.
I know it's only Tuesday, but can you kind of sense a different attitude? Maybe isn't the right word, just because it's the start of league play.
Yeah, like I said, you got to bring a new level of focus, and the guys as a whole know how important this league is and how important this year is for us. Besides, everyone talking about Coach Bo being here, You know, we still got to go out and do the same what we would do for any coach, and we're really excited. And Coach Bo does a great job prepping us, and we feel really confident.
Do you pay attention to the polls? Do you know there's 5 teams from the conference in the top 10?
I mean, I peek at it every once in a while, it pops up on my Twitter feed or something, but I don't follow it, and I don't really like to get involved with all that. It's week 5, and a lot can happen from now to the end of the season, and we gotta play each game play by play. But that is very impressive.
Are you seeing a difference in the secondary? You play against them quite a bit. I think they've given up like 2 completions in the last 2 games, less than 100 yards. What's different about that group this year than in years past?
Well, obviously, Coach Bo's system is outstanding. It's very hard to digest and hard to break down, figure out where to throw the ball. They take a lot of throws away, but you got to give all the credit to the guys out there too. They're out there putting the work in and doing the things they need to be doing, and they're a special group of people. They're very talented. They're smart. They work hard. They're always doing extra work. They're putting extra time in to watch film, and I credit a lot of that success to that. So, I mean, Coach McNutt does a great job with them, with Coach Marlowe, and I think that they have a really good chance to be a very special group for us throughout the rest of this year.
People talk about going to North Dakota or South Dakota or anything, but from your standpoint, does it even matter if you're in Miami or South Dakota because you're kind of in the hotel?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, regardless I actually like going farther because there's no chance of us taking a bus because I hate sitting in buses. But, flying there is awesome. I don't mind flying, but, yeah, like you said, you're in a hotel. It's kind of cool to go out and see different places, how different cultures and styles are in different states. But for the most part, you're in your hotel, you're going to meetings here and there. You go play the game and get back on the plane and come back. So it's not much of a difference if we're in South Dakota, California, where we're at. Just it's kind of fun.
Coach Wolford, obviously, our coaches took away cell phones. Is that rule still intact this year?
I don't believe so. I don't think last year we got them taken away. Maybe it was the year before us. Last year we had our phones. I'm not sure what Coach Bo's policies are. He's pretty lenient. He's a very player-friendly coach, which a lot of us like. But obviously, if it becomes an issue with people up late on their cell phones, up on social media, then maybe something needs to be done.
As a quarterback, how excited are you to know this Saturday that you're not going to be playing in the rain? There's not going to be rain. You're going to have nice conditions.
It's really nice to know that, especially with the previous 2 games we've had weather-wise. But personally, I don't mind the rain. It doesn't, really. Obviously, when it's pouring and there's puddles out in the field, it does. But if the ball is wet, it doesn't really affect me. But when it comes to wind, that's something that I hate wind. It's so hard to throw in. But as a team, I just think it's nice that we're gonna have fresh weather and we're gonna be able to just go in and it's just gonna be all off your talent. You know what I mean? You can't. There's no excuses now.